students.
Good morning, madam.
Yeah, I'll just call your roll call to ensure that everybody is in. Mercy Chebet, Linda Auka,
Present.
Leticia,
Present.
Faith,
Present.
Gloria,
Present.
Nelson.
Present.
I'm glad you are all in. So who will recap for us the previous lesson? Mercy, please do.
Yes, so we were in for practical, we did sorting. We first received articles to Lauda. We sorted them according to the types of soilage, and then we mend. After mending, we now sort the article.
Wonderful. Clap for her. So last time we did sorting, and in sorting we did sorting, and we also mend, and I gave you an article to mend, and you brought it. Well done. Clap for yourselves as well. So today we are going to look at how to wash cotton, and today we have a sweatshirt. Sawa. So, and with me here is a flashcard. Kindly, Leticia, read for us what you are able to see.
Friction method.
So for cotton we use friction method, and we have already set our place. So our learning outcomes today will be identifying the linen processes, for which we have already done is friction method. The second one will be washing, finishing of the sweatshirt, then we shall perform the clearance. So we have hygiene and safety rules, and we are going to incorporate them. I will be telling you as we do the practice. So we are going to begin, and with us here are how many basins? Kindly tell us, Linda?
There are 5.
There are 5. So we have soaking water, we have the first wash, first rinse, second rinse, final rinse, and with us here is what, Nelson? A laundry basket. So I want Faith to come and confirm the temperature of this water. Come and confirm this one is cold. Confirm to the rest of the members that this one is cold water, the one we used for soaking. Also confirm with me that this one is hot. And when you confirm, you tell the members what you have seen or what you have felt actually.
Okay, this is cold water, where the sweatshirt, the cotton sweatshirt has been soaked. This is hot water, hand hot, it's not burning, so it is safe for cleaning, and it has already been added soap for the cleaning process. So I will use this as a hand, because this is supposed to be clean water for rinsing. This one is also hand hot water, it is safe for rinsing. This one is also hand hot water, it is safe for rinsing again, just to remove the soap traces. And finally, we have the last basin that has cold water.
So clap for her. Now I will begin, and I'll move this one and you will see. So for soaking, we do it for how many minutes, Gloria? 10 to 15 minutes. You did it in your pre-prep. So I'll begin. The method we have said, what are we using, Nelson? Friction method. So with the friction method, it is this. So like this, and we use hard friction for cottons. And now this is a sweatshirt. A sweatshirt has different areas. So we have here the neck. We also have the sleeves. We have the armpit, the body, and last we have the hem. So I will remove it first from the soaking water. So I'll start here just to make sure that I'm loosening that. The essence of soaking is loosening that. Yeah. In readiness for washing. And what method we use with friction when you want to remove? It's called wringing. When you use friction, you use wringing. This is something that you have encountered. Wringing method. So, our first water Faith has confirmed is hot. Hand hot. It is something that cannot easily burn you, but it is going to assist us to do what? To remove the dirt. So I've already told you the key areas of how you're going to start. So I will do a demo. Bring a sleeve. There's the armpit. Sleeve. Finish here and go to the hem. So I'll call upon Mercy to come and do it, please. Come and demonstrate and finish. Then after she does, I will call upon Faith to do what? The first rings. So I hope you have seen her use the basso.
Yes.
So we had already measured detergent, and we measure, when we look at measure, we will now go back and look at the control measures. When you measure, you use exactly what you require, don't waste. So she's using the bar soap because just to ensure that the builder in the bar soap is more hard. It will help her remove the dirt easily. I hope you're seeing how to do this. That is the friction method. You go with cotton, you go in with friction. All through up to the end. Excess water you do really. Yeah. That is just it. She's paying keen concentration on the areas that I mentioned. Why? That usually accumulates in these areas. Lips, neck, and the hem. Hope you are seeing her ringing, and she's doing it systematically to avoid creases. So, creases are those lines that form when you don't handle an article well. So I'll call upon Faith to do the second rings. And when you are rinsing, you go in to do what? Just the same procedure to ensure that soap traces and that are what? Are removed. So the essence of rinsing is removing soap traces and dirt. Please. She's using warm, plain water. The water does not have detergent because here we are doing what? Removing soap traces and dirt. Please make sure you don't forget ringing. If you ring, you'll put a lot of creases. Then when it comes to finishing the article, and maybe the article does not require a lot of heat during ironing, or it's a pressing and lifting article, it will really disturb you. So when you ring systematically. So I'll ask her to do the second rinse, and the purpose of the second rinse is what? Just in case the first water did not, the soap and the dirt traces did not come out well, she'll achieve it in the second rinse. So make sure when you are washing any article, not only cotton, all right, you do 2 rinses at least. So while she finishes, I'll ask Corinne to be at the final rinsing station. Corinne, please go there. And the final rinsing water, Corinne, I want you to measure 1 cup of the fabric conditioner. As you can see, we are continuing with the cost measures. When you measure detergent, you avoid overputting, which can damage the fabric, and also wastage. We minimize on waste here. So I want Leticia to come in because we have done some spillages here. Here is hygiene, what she's doing. So as you wash, you continue with cleaning. Why? The spillage can be messy and it can also cause you people to do what? To fall down. And the way I'm seeing you today, you guys have flat shoes, the way it is required. You see the movement that these people are doing while they are doing their work. It is too much. And sometimes they are spillages. So if you have high heels, what will happen? You might slip and fall. So
I have a question.
yes, please.
Should I turn the fabric?
Yes. At this point now, she's going to turn it over. Because now soap traces and that have been completely removed. So the final rinsing water, as you can see, it is what temperature, Gloria? Cold. It is cold. And it is plain. We have added in fabric conditioner. Kindly just swirl inside your hand to completely mix it, to make it even. So, yeah, bring out and hand it over to him. Bring out, hand it over to him. Now, Corinne, you are going to remain with this article in your hand for at least a minute. Why? There is difference in temperature. And there is something called static electricity. We want to avoid it on the garment. So when the temperature of the water is different, you remain with the article in your hand. Then you put it. Why? If it came from water, the article now is what? Is warm. And we are putting it in cold water. We want to hold it kidogo, then we transfer. Yes, you can transfer it now. The essence of a fabric conditioner is to soften and freshen the fabric. Yes. And yes, please.
I thought you had told us that fabric conditioner helps to remove the static electricity.
Yes, it does. But for you to prevent it from even happening, you look at the temperature of the water. I'm coming from warm water. I'm putting the article in cold water. If you put it direct, you will shock. And when you shock, when you wear, that is where you feel like the article wants to cling on your body. That is what we call static electricity. So the fabric conditioner also helps that. But in order for you to avoid, you just remain with the article, then put. So what Corinne is going to do is just to leave the article for some few minutes, of which he has already done, so you can bring it out. So when you're putting the article in the fabric, the water that has fabric conditioner, you don't just put and remove. Sawa. You leave it for at least 2 or 3 minutes so that it absorbs the conditioner, so that it assists it to freshen and soften the fabric a bit. So I'll ask Gloria to look at our laundry basket. Is it clean? No, it is not. And in our safety and hygiene, hygiene rules, we are supposed to do what? Use clean equipment. So she's going to wipe before Corinne does what? Put the article inside. So make sure the basins that you are using, anything that you are using here, has to be clean. Sawa? Yeah. You also avoid touching yourself, for which I'm seeing you're not doing. Nobody has come with something here to eat. You know you can be handling things like jig when we are soaking white articles. Don't rinse your hands, you are damaging yourselves. So I hope you're seeing the way we are bringing in the hygiene and safety rules. Yes. They're just in our practice. Sawa? Yeah. So the basket is clean. Linda can confirm that. Is the basket clean? Now,
Yes.
yeah, Corinne, you can do that. And Corinne is again going to do what? To assist us to hang the article. Kindly do that. And while you hang the article, you're supposed to do what? To wipe the hanging line. Do not assume that I was here in the morning. Tumelewana. I just put an article in the morning, the hanging line is clean. No. You come and wipe. Wipe before you put. And he's going to secure by using pegs. Use pegs. So I'm going to do a demo on how we should hang this before he hangs it. So kindly give me the pegs. He has the pegs. And I'm going to do a demo on how this is supposed to be hung. Most people like doing this. No, this is damaging this article. So Corinne, we are going to do this and support it here. So that is how we are going to write. And as he's doing that, I want Gloria and Leticia to do the clearance. So anytime you do a practical, make sure you clear. By pouring the water, we have the water barrel. Can we do that? That is good. Now, on our learning outcomes, we have already washed the article. See here? Now we are going to finish, and on the station of finishing, I would want Linda to organize and make sure that we have an iron box that is functioning. Go and check if our iron box is functioning. Number 2, I want you to check that if we have an underliner. An underliner is what we call, it's a blanket. Now, anytime you guys come for ironing, make sure there's a blanket and a clean sheet. You can assist her, Leticia, to lift the table. Thank you. By doing the clearing, you make sure if there's spillages, you also take them off. Safety and hygiene rules, we don't want to be moving around and we fall. Wonderful. Do we have an underliner? Which is a blanket that is very, very good. You did that in your pre-prep. Please just confirm that our iron box is functioning by putting it ready on the socket. And before you do that, I want you to wipe. Anytime you're using the iron box, wipe. Do not plug it first. Look for something and wipe the iron box. Just to make sure maybe that could have, come. Corinne has already done that. So just make sure that it is functioning by switching it on. And the iron box has what we call a thermostat. So, now in thermostat, it has temperatures for different fabrics. So this case we are using, what are we finishing, Corinne? A cotton article. So make sure that the thermostat is at the cotton, then you put it on. So it's working, put it off. Right. Unplug it first. So people who are doing clearance, as you can see, how do you look our area? That is wonderful. And if you look at our safety and hygiene rules, you'll find clearance as part of it.
Yes.
So even by clearance, we have looked at our third objective. We are proceeding. So we are remaining with finishing. So I've told you there's a thermostat here. Do you need a thermostat? So, and before using an iron box, make sure it is clean. White Corinne has done that. Hope you are all able to capture that. So this is cotton. You just adjust it to cotton. So, and because this sweatshirt has a woolen part inside, we are not going to iron on the wrong side. But typically, when ironing any article, you start with the wrong side. You see, this is wool. Yeah, we can't do that. So we will use the right side. Wrong side is inside. Right side is the outer part. Wonderful. So this is simple. And make sure when you're not using the iron, it is like this. Not this one. You will burn your underline. So put it on. And when you're not using it, also switch off. It is under safety. Switch off electrical appliances will not use. So this one we shall just do back and forth, front and back. Because it is cotton, we are not lifting and pressing, we are moving the iron box systematically just to make sure that all creases are done with. Corrida, have you seen what I'm doing?
Yes.
Yes. So Leticia, come and do the follow-up. Make sure that the article is well. So hope you're seeing what she's doing. She's doing exactly what I did. As you can see, before we got the article, how was it looking like? What did it have dotted? Yes, it had creases. But how are you looking at it right now? So yeah, as you can see, that is just how you do cotton. Cotton is wonderful. Why? There's no systematic way. As long as your iron is moving front and back, I want you to raise the article Leticia so that we are able to see it. Do you agree that she has done well?
Yes.
So after ironing, there's a process called airing to remove the moisture. So you have seen the iron has heat. It has put a bit of heat here. If you store like that, you're also attracting static electricity. So you air for at least 5 minutes. So we have a hanger. Have you ensured, Gloria, that this hanger is clean?
Yes.
Remember, we are using clean equipment. So kindly come, pass it over to. So secure it with the hanger. And you are going just to air. Please just hang it there outside to just for 5 or so minutes. So yeah, 5 minutes are over. So I would like Gloria to bring back our article so that I can show her how to do what? To fold. So we have aired, and the essence of airing is removing moisture. Don't forget that. So there are different ways of folding, and you can fold to your preference. So any preference ya mwali, but I'm challenging you guys to go home and practice how to fold. They are in the media. You have these things at home, so you can decide to fold the way you want, whichever way you want. So I can fold twice or thrice, depending with how I want the article to do what? To look. So Gloria, you're going to do something and you'll do better than Mwalimu. Please do that. So as she's folding, remember we studied about laundry theoretically, and there's off-site laundry and on-site laundry. So Corinne, kindly tell us the laundry that we have done today. Is it off-site or?
We are doing on-site.
Yeah, we are doing on-site. Why? We are in our own institution. This premise is ours. So meaning we have wardrobes and cupboards for storage. But if we are going to do at the neighboring school, that would be what, Leticia? Off-site. So we would need dispatch bags. But because we have our own cabinets, we don't need the dispatch bags. So Linda is going to show us how to do what? To store them. So we have already finished our article. So we want to store. And I've told you because we are on site, we have our own storage. So we have our cabinets here.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you store articles, make sure you store it on the folded side. Why? Because if you do like this, you will dismantle and you will cause the article to have creases, because you don't want to do that. Anytime you fold, make sure the folded side is on this side. So, and if there were many articles, you stack them together on the shelf. Tumeelewana? So I want Linda to come and do the same. Kindly put the article. So yeah, that is how you do it. Just remember that Mwalimu said we store it on the folded side. Why? For easy removal, and also to prevent the article from creasing, from scratch. So we are done with the storage. Yeah, we have shown you how to place, and also make sure that where you are putting is clean. So we have talked about it when we talked about hygiene.
Yes.
Ensure. This one I saw you guys ensuring that it's already clean. So if you have different articles, so you are wondering why we have labels here. This one is cotton, so maybe we have chiffon. So for easy removal and allocation, you do what? You will label here again chiffon and put. Even if you are stacking polyester, you label polyester before you put the article for easy allocation. Yes, and identification of the article. So we are done with our 3 learning outcomes. We have washed, we have finished, we have stored. The clearance was done, yet we are just remaining with a few things to do in clearance, then we'll be done. So I want Linda to recap what have you been able to learn today?
So I've learned how to wash a cotton sweatshirt. So we started by soaking the article and then we washed it in hot soapy water that is of course hand friendly. We had 2 rinses to remove dirt and also soap, and then we finalized it in the fabric conditioned cold water. We also looked at how to air it correctly, and then we finished using a hot iron, and then we stored the article.
Kindly clap for me. That is exactly what we have done. Cotton, we use friction, we soak for 15 minutes. The first water is hand hot with detergent. The 2 rinses follow each other simultaneously and they are warm without any detergent. Final is cold water that has fabric conditioner. Then we air with under direct sunlight. So then before we use a hot iron, so she's correct. So your assignment before we do the final clearance, you are going to write. It's an individual assignment. Class rep Corinne, you will receive full scraps from me after this. Explain the procedure of laundering a white cotton shirt. I've posted the same question. It's 20 marks in our groups. Sawa? Yes. So please, it's an individual assignment. You're going to do it. I'll need it next week on Monday after Easter. So we are going to do the final clearance. I want the iron to be placed where it's supposed to be placed, the blankets folded and the sheet. Then Linda and Leticia come and do what? Wipe the basins. So Corinne, you will leave the box for Gloria. Kindly come and empty the water barrel very fast. Please do the clearance very fast. Very fast. People should be clearing. We want to return the items to the store. Yes. So our clearance has been done well. I want to really commend you that you have really been paying keen concentration on our lessons. So we have tackled all the objectives. We had identified the laundry and linen processes and procedure, which was friction method. Kila mtu saizi anaweza friction method.
Yes.
Yeah. So wash and finish cotton sweatshirt. The cotton sweatshirt, at least you've known how cotton feels and the procedures. Then we have performed clearance and the following correct procedures. So our area is set. You have finished also. I'm seeing the articles here. So I want a last feedback. How was the lesson, Leticia?
The lesson was good. It may have enjoyed it.
Right, another person, Gloria.
The lesson was good. I was able to learn that with cotton, we use friction method during washing.
Wonderful. So, with all said and done, I'll see you in our next lesson. You are free to go. So, have a nice weekend.
Thank you.